That's kind of
cool.
It's the
person
who started it.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh my god, don't kill Oof. Dang, that's taking a while. That's taking a while by yourself. Wow.
So happy looking.
Where's the door? Do you think
it's
he knows? Do you think he knows?
It's in the basement.
It's an answer to everything.
I hope the killer doesn't go to the basement and stop you from opening that gate.
Turn around, come back.
Oh!
Is she not here?
Yeah.
Really didn't know!
Can you please take my corpse?
Well, you're going to the basement.
Somebody
I know.
It's just vapor.
Take your corpse. Oh! Where? Oh! Right here!
There should be like a shoe or something left, I swear.
I gotta go. R.I.P. Oomphy.
Yeah, I gotta go. We got to go. Oh, I want the lightning points from the silver here.
Points in the custom game. All right.
GG's.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Yeah, GG's.
So that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for joining me. For everybody watching at home, if you want to see more from these Fog Whispers, be sure to give them a follow. We're going to have their links in the chat if it's not already there. In the meantime, we need to keep the show on the road, so let's send things back to Dork and Justin on the couch, where we'll learn more about the upcoming Blood Moon events. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, I am not Justin.
I'm not. Well, I know I am.
You are.
Hold on.
Thanks, Peanuts. Very fun. Really quickly, we wanted to answer some more questions from chat and keep the show rolling along because we're getting close to 12 already. So, of course, people ask this. Will the unknown have a shirtless skin?
Why do you do this to me? Behave, okay? Behave. Chill out.
Okay, concise and simple. Which channels? Which channels will be streaming the Twitch drops?
Well, the Twitch drops are on Twitch.
Correct.
And they're available for any channel that is in the Dead by Daylight category and has drops enabled on the caster side.
So it's not like a specific subset of streamers, anyone who streams in the DVD category. Will the Iron Maiden t-shirts be restocked in the DVD shop?
Yes, they will.
Those have gone super well, which again, as a Maiden fan, makes me super happy. Thanks, everyone. Will Twitch drops for Nintendo Switch be available as a code again?
Yes, they will be available through promo codes, just like we did last time. The first one is dropping later today, and then the other two following throughout the week. Okay,
and I will say it again, because daylight savings just happened here in North America, which some parts of the world don't have yet, because this is how you run a planet, I guess. So time zones are a little messed up right now. So to be clear, right now, it is 11:53 a.m. In 7 minutes at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 minutes, that's when the chapter goes live. So if you're wondering, that's as clear as I can make it. But yeah, just hang in there. 7 more minutes and you can start playing.
7 more minutes.
And to that point, let's get the show rolling.
Yeah. So next we're going to go ahead and look at what we've got with the brand new annual event premiering later on this month in Dead by Daylight with Justin, our senior product manager, who's going to talk us through how we've got this amazing Blood Moon event, how we put it in here, and you're in for a very bloody time. Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to the couch. I'm once again, Community Manager Dork, and I'm super excited to be welcoming to the stream Justin Banks, our Senior Product Manager. Hey, Justin, welcome to the stream.
Hey, thanks. I'm glad to be here. Hey, everybody out there watching the stream. And I'm just happy to be here talking more events in DBD.
Yes, and speaking about events, we've got a new blood-themed event, the Blood Moon event. And we've got the Blood Rush, Blood Hunt, and Blood Feast, which are some smaller blood-themed events. But this is supposed to be our biggest blood-themed event. So can you walk us through that a little bit?
Absolutely. So, just like you said, this is supposed to be on a very different level than all of those others. But we're taking the core idea of those, which is earning massive amounts of blood points, and amplifying it even further. So if you like blood points, you're going to like this event. When the team started brainstorming on this a while back, we were trying to figure out what the theme of our new event should be. And we realized we never actually had a big one that was just about blood. We're a horror game. We've had the blood rush, we've had blood hunts, yes, but nothing to really get blood all in the matches, to soak the trials in blood. So we decided it was about time, which brings us to our Blood Moon event that we're talking about today.
All right. And with this new event that's kind of coming in, what is it about the Blood Moon event that really sets it apart from the others?
So like I said, not just the multiplier. This is a full event. So we've got a visual overhaul, unique gameplay, a community element, an event tome, so there's tons of challenges to play, plus some very awesome rewards that I can't wait for players to see later. At its core, we really just wanted to create an event where every spring, the blood moon is rising in the entity's realm, and it basically rains blood points on our players. We want this to hands down be the best moment for earning blood points of the year, every year.
All right. Well, that honestly sounds awesome, but I think we need to know a bit more about how it works.
Sure. So in matches during the Blood Moon event, players are going to find droplets that they can accumulate and then spend to create blood basins. Once a blood basin is created, a blood zone is then going to spawn for quite a large radius, and both roles are going to be able to interact with this in some way. And now I must say that there's a period of protection. So after a blood zone is created, the opposing role will be able to destroy it once that protection period is gone. But while the blood zone is there, killers are going to get an increased attack lunge distance, so they're going to be able to attack even a little bit further. But that comes at the cost of having an extended cooldown where you got to really wipe all that extra blood off your blade. You got to keep it clean in the Blood Moon event. For survivors, they're going to have their grunts of pain reduced, and their pools of blood are going to actually disappear even faster while in the blood zone. Now, if a survivor is crouched, that's going to be even more. The grunts of pain are going to be reduced further, and the pools of blood will disappear even faster.
Nice.
Like I said, the blood zone areas are going to be really huge. So as you progress through a match, you're going to be running into them fairly often as more and more keep on getting generated. What's really cool, though, is for the person who creates the blood zone, they're going to get these benefits map wide so long as the blood zone is protected, which is going to be fantastic. And no matter who you are, survivor or killer, everyone is going to get extra blood points for actions taken within a blood zone. Then, if a player has used the Bloodshot Eye offering, the blood points are boosted even further. It's all about blood points.
I'm really looking forward to getting into a trial with this. I'm just so stoked right now. So, just kind of tapping into that, because you were saying that collecting blood points is going to be a really big part of this event. What does that look like for players?
So, like recent events, Blood Moon has its own event tome with 2 levels of challenges. But what really sets it apart from all those other ones is what we call our Blood Seekers Community Challenge objective. And that's going to create a community-driven blood point multiplier that is being continuously increased as players perform Blood Moon-related actions, which is creating blood zones. So the higher the progression, the bigger the blood point bonus is for everybody. And we're going to be maxing this out at a pretty high multiplier. So the faster the community hits that threshold, the more everyone gets out of the event.
Okay, well, I love me some community goals. I'm really looking forward to this one. But correct me if I'm wrong, we are also adding a new special item just for survivors, right?
Yeah, every event that we do, we try to see what new items we can add that are meaningful for the event. So this time around, we've created what we call the Blood Sense map. So when a survivor is using this, it will show you whoever is bleeding across the entire map. You'll see the aura of all the injured survivors, but it requires a sacrifice. When using the blood sense map, you also create pools of blood around you. So it's a nice little bit of risk reward involved.
All right. And you were talking about kind of rewards. I did see some of the outfits that are kind of coming in, and they honestly look like they've already got their style like really nailed down for this event.
Yeah, honestly, the art team has crushed it this time. This collection is amazing. The main attraction is all these event rewards, and we're extremely happy with the ones that we're actually having as outfits that you can earn from the event. So that's going to be outfits for Elodie and the Oni. They're fantastic, and Alicia will be along in the next segment to show these off and some more from the Blood Moon collection, because it's such a good collection. We couldn't let it go to waste.
All right, I like, especially for the Oni one, I'm really looking forward to running away from him. But Justin, this has all been amazing, but is there anything else that you can leave us with?
For sure. So the moment players log into the Blood Moon event, they're going to notice that this lobby is jaw-dropping. I think any dev that has booted it up during playtest has had extremely positive comments about it. As soon as they get in, the red blood moon and all its details give it a very otherworldly vibe. It really takes players out of the forest that they're used to seeing and makes it feel like you're on another planet of blood. Then the trials themselves also have a lot of event elements to them, like themed hooks, generators, and more that have been touched by the effects of the Blood Moon. Now, this is our first instance of the Blood Moon event, and we are excited on using it as building blocks for the future. So we do want to eventually get it to the same level as Bone Chill, Haunted by Daylight, and Twisted Masquerade. So if you think this is cool, until next year. Just to cap off all of the cool stuff, I wanted to add a quick note on accessibility. So we know red can be challenging for our colorblind players. So we've taken some time to really ensure that the colorblind mode provides additional contrast to all of our new effects in this event, so everyone can have the same chance to fully enjoy it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Justin, and walking us through the Blood Moon event. And if you are excited to get into the trial for this, please be sure to log into the game on March 18th when this goes live. It's going to be from March 18th to March 31st. So mark your calendars and blood, of course, and make sure to pop in to get all those blood points. But since we've been talking about the Blood Moon event, I think it's only fair to say that we should take a look at it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to the couch. After watching that amazing Blood Moon trailer, I am so stoked to get into the trial. Like it's insane. I want to rewatch it right now, but we don't have the time. We've got to talk about cosmetics. So we're going to be talking about the All Things Wicked collection that's coming into the game, as well as the Slipknot collection and the Blood Moon event collection. And to talk us through that, we're going to be sitting down with the associate art director, amazing Leisha. Welcome onto the stream.
Thank you for having me.
So, Leisha, like I said, we're going to just go ahead and start talking about the cosmetics. So, can you introduce everyone to the Blood Moon event?
I would love to. This was such a fun collection, and it really revolved around the question, can we turn blood into clothing? We wanted these outfits to showcase who these characters would be if they're absolutely blood obsessed. We have Michaela reimagined and transformed into a blood witch with her blood magic outfit. And the Skull Merchant still retains her dangerous elegance that she's known for. But her Scarlet Vengeance collection makes it clear that her bloodlust has turned into a full-on blood obsession. And the Gambler's Rush outfit is still ace. He's himself with his deck of cards, and he's got his funky hairstyle. But he's got more likely than ever to bet big on red. And finally, we have the Doctor's Blood Shock outfit, which has made him reliant on these vials of blood all attached all over his body to power himself. And those are the outfits in the store collection, but we have 2 free outfits that you can earn through the event tome for Elodie and the Oni, which we've also put a ton of love into. For Elodie, we came up with a bit of a seafaring theme because she's from an island nation. And for the Oni, we already know that he's blood obsessed. So we took everything about that element of him and just cranked it to 11 with blood incantations all over his chest and his back.
I'm honestly so excited to be running away from the Oni with that cosmetic. It's insane. But just so we can kind of shift our focus over to the All Things Wicked chapter, can you tell us about that collection coming into the game?
Sure. Let's start with Sable. For her, we're introducing 2 collections. First, we have the Sable Essentials collection, featuring 2 rare outfits, the Poisoned Angel and the Drowned Angel. And then we have the Inner Monster collection, featuring the Leather Helion and the Leather Firebrand outfits, both very rare.
All right. I mean, just from the names alone, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, Sable herself is also just an essential for me. But can you tell us a bit more about the inspirations for these designs?
Mm-hmm. We really love Sable's vibe in general, and we wanted to showcase her connection that she has with Michaela. This is another really strong, interesting female character that we hope that our players will love. And of course, she's our first unofficial goth character, which is so much fun. These 2 collections are 2 very different plays on that style, and how Sable makes it specifically her own. Just because she's a little goth, it doesn't mean that she needs to be terrifying. Sable might be a little rough around the edges, but honestly, she's so very kind and so selfless. She went into the fog on her own accord to try and save her friend Michaela, after all. So we wanted these collections to show both of those sides. Kind of spiky on the outside, but soft on the inside.
Yeah, honestly, Sable is friendship goals because I want someone to go into the fog for me.
Right.
You hope you have those friends, right? But now, so let's go ahead and shift over to the unknown. So, a killer we know next to nothing about. Mm-hmm. How did you guys manage to make the outfits even creepier? And I honestly don't even see how y'all did that.
I didn't think it was possible, but I think we nailed it. For starters, we treated the unknown like it could be any citizen of Greenville. So while the character's basic form may appear as male, we didn't limit ourselves to age or gender when it came to thinking about their cosmetics. We wanted to play with that sort of analog horror theme of finding horror in familiar things. So we turned it into a high school cheerleader with the Greenville Pep and Greenville Cheer outfits, both rare, for the Unknown Aberrations collection. Then we also turned it into a grandmother with the very rare eyeless woman outfit for the Shop Till You Drop collection. And it's interesting just to see how much this killer can transform. And I think we managed to go in 2 pretty unsettling directions with this collection.
Yeah, I think unsettling is pretty much of an understatement here when we're talking about the unknown here. But since we've been kind of talking about those 2 amazing collections, now let's go ahead and talk about Slipknot coming into Dead by
Of
Daylight
course.
officially. We had kind of talked about this during our last anniversary stream, but can you tell us a bit more and give us a little bit of a preview?
For sure. This collection features 8 outfits and 7 masks. So, I'm sorry, 7 masks and 1 full outfit featuring the subliminal menace for the Legion, turning him to Slipknot's DJ Sid Wilson. We really wanted to make him feel like a part of Dead by Daylight, so we went all in on the flowing robes and making sure that we nailed that twisted, scary mask that he wears.
All right, so what about the band members? You said that we created some masks for them.
Absolutely. So we wanted to do a proper homage to all the core members of Slipknot. And we tried to make sure that they turned out as creepy in game as they are on stage. And of course, we stayed faithful to their designs, but with a few small alterations to suit the killers that we were matching them to.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the metallic grill for the Wraith, based on guitarist Mick Thompson. The dominant eye for the Deathslinger, based on guitarist Jim Root. The Grim Circus for the Clown, based on custom percussionist Sean Cran. And Engraved Flesh for the Hillbilly, based on bassist V-Man. Ashen Quake for the Trapper, based on lead vocalist Corey Taylor. And the Zipper Mouthpiece for the Doctor, based on Slipknot's unknown keyboardist. And finally, the Molded Visage for the Blight, based on percussionist Michael Pfaff. And we really hope you guys enjoy what we've done.
Well, thank you so much, Felicia, for walking us through all of those collections. I'm honestly so excited to get my hands on like everything. Honestly, like, can I get the money behavior? What we're looking, we've done the amazing look at that today. Thank you so much for talking with us. Now we're going to be shifting to kind of talking about the upcoming design updates coming to Dead by Daylight. But before we do that, make sure that if you saw any of these amazing pieces that you wanted to get for the Blood Moon collection, that you're going to have to get it during the event, as this is time limited. So make sure you get your hands on it before they disappear. Or I'll be the only person out here looking really nice in blood stuff. So we'll see you in the next segment where I'm sitting on the couch with Eric to talk about future design.
All right, we are back as you predicted, and we are going to wrap things up. We got a couple questions. First, I want to say thanks to Justin and Alicia. Those were awesome segments. We always love having them on the show. Those cosmetics are looking so good.
They are really
so
good.
cool. But we do have a couple questions we want to address before doing the design updates. So first one, can the Weaving Spiders perk stack with brand new part, like the toolbox add-on?
Yes, it can.
All right, easy peasy. How do the blood points for the Blood Moon event compare to the blood points we can earn during the anniversary?
So the anniversary requires offerings to get bonus blood points, which can be used year-round if you keep them. I know I'm a hoarder as well. Whereas Blood Moon will inherently boost blood points through Blood Zone actions and the Blood Seekers community multiplier.
Fantastic. All right, so we're going to update you now on our upcoming design update roadmap. It's the word update multiple times. Not a lot has changed, which is good, honestly, when you present a roadmap that gets shorter and shorter each time we do an update because it's sticking to the roadmap. But there were a couple things that changed that we're going to talk you through right now.
Yeah, so if you've been following along, you may have noticed that we've made some additions and subtractions this time around. Blood Web improvements are moving forward as part of the All Things Wicked release. And you can check the patch notes for further details. For killer tweaks, the increased speed while holding a hatchet for the Huntress was tested in the PTB, but that has now been reverted for a live release, and we appreciate your feedback on that.
And compared to the update we showed in our last stream in January, we're moving a few items of focus just for the time being for the April to June window. This is really due to programmer bandwidth, as the team has been working a lot more in the recent weeks on more modifiers coming to the game, as well as some other surprises I definitely can't talk about yet.
Yes. So as for what's coming up, we've got the Dead by Daylight next tome coming in April, followed by our next stream, which is going to be the 8th anniversary stream. Very excited. So keep following Dead by Daylight socials for dates and details about the streams and what's to come.
Yes, and thank you once more for joining us. This is a ton of fun for all of us. I'm so glad that you spent the time with us here today. And it's past 12. So the chapter is available now. So go enjoy all things Wicked. Enjoy the Blood Moon event in a couple weeks. Our new cosmetics as well and more. Head over to deadbydaylight.com for more details on any of that stuff. And see you next time, I think, yeah?
Yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the fog.